Hi everybody, it's Christina from Card Making Magic. This is today's project and it's plaiting ribbons to put onto your cards. Now this effect that the ribbon is put through is created with spellbinders, but if you don't have the spellbinders, don't worry. Just cut yourself a piece of card and take a strip off, and then with your circle punch just evenly mark your card and make your circles along it, and then with your little strip just fasten that to the top, and that will make your half circles in which to thread the ribbon. And it doesn't matter if it's not patterned or scalloped around the edge, it's going to be covered by the ribbon and you won't really see a lot of it. So that's one way to get the bit to thread the ribbons through. So the colour scheme I'm going to use is turquoise, black and white. So all I've done is fold an A4 card in half, and I'm making smaller panels as I go along. There's the turquoise one, there's the black one, and they're all just that little bit smaller to leave a tiny border around the edge. And the last one is the turquoise one, which has been put through an embossing folder, and that's going to sit on top there. So I'm going to glue these in place. Now this is the strip that I'm going to use to thread the ribbons through, and again it's been cut with spellbinders. But for this card I'm not just going to use it along the bottom, I'm going to make it the whole feature of the card, so I won't be having the image on this one. Now I've decided to use turquoise and white ribbon, and I've joined them with a glue dot in the middle. And with the right side of your panel facing, they're just going to sit behind, and you're going to plait your ribbon through the holes. So you're going to take your turquoise ribbon or your coloured ribbon down one side, and your white or your other coloured ribbon down the other side. And that can be just fastened in place with another glue dot. And then all we're going to do is plait the ribbon down the strip, and we're going to keep the ribbon nice and straight as we go through each of the holes. So we're just going to plait it all the way down. And you're just going to keep on doing that till you get right down to the bottom. Now once you've plaited all your ribbon and you've made sure that the colours come over each other in the order that you want, you can then just cut the ribbon off at the bottom and just tack it in place with a glue dot. So that will just keep that nice and securely at the bottom, nice and tidy. Now once you've done all that and it's all secured, you can now just add it to your card, glue it to your card in the position that you want it to be. Now with your ribbon that's left, you're going to tie yourself a little bow. So if you keep your two ribbons together, and if you make a loop over your fingers and hold it in your finger and thumb, and then round these two fingers take the ribbon and bring it across the loop to the front. Then if you hold that with the finger and thumb in your opposite hand, you're going to push these two through the loop. And once you get them through, just tuck your thumbs in each of the loops, hold the tails and start to pull. Now if you see, you've got white on one side, turquoise on the other, so if you twist that as you're pulling, you'll bring the white ribbon to the front, and as you pull it will then hold it securely in place. And you're just going to keep pulling till you get the ribbon to the size that you want. And once you've done that, trim your ends at an angle to stop them from fraying. And that can now be added to your card. Now I'm going to add my ribbon to the centre of the card, and underneath the bow I'm just going to add some black leaves. I'm just going to glue all those in place, and then on the top of the bow I'm just going to add beautiful sparkly turquoise paper rose. Now the next thing to add is the sentiment, and I've matted this onto another spellbinder shape, but the next die up is too large, so all I've done is cut a black shape from the same die that I've used to cut this one, but I've just cut it in half up the middle, and this now is going to produce a shadow effect behind the main sentiment. And believe me, nobody will know that you've cut that in half. So once you've done that, you're going to glue them together on the back, and then with a little bit of mounting tape you're going to add it to your card. So once you've got the shadow effect behind the sentiment and you've put your foam tape on the back, just put your sentiment in the position that you want it to be. And there you have the finished card.